Might be one of our better intro songs. Good afternoon and welcome to the latest episode of Tom Talk Live. I would not want to upset the Kachuk Brothers edition. I want to do a Tom Talk shout out to Sussex County Community College. Located in Bucolic, Newton, New Jersey, the college offers students a quality education at a fraction of the cost of most four-year institutions. The college is an accredited, comprehensive two-year community college that sits on 167 acres with 3 ponds and 12 academic buildings. The McGuire campus is located in historic downtown Newton, and a satellite location is also located at Vernon High School. There's over 38 programs designed to transfer to four-year institutions, 32 career and technical programs, and 18 professional certifications. To become one of the almost 3,000 students who attend this institution of higher learning, go to sussex.edu today. Plans are underway for the Sussex County St. Patrick's Day Parade on Saturday, March 8th. See you there. In the last episode of Tom Talk Live, we had our new favorite police chief, Joseph Dianabel. Today, we continue our flagrant attempt for high ratings, social media influence, and an honorary degree by speaking with our new favorite interim college president, Dr. Cory Homer. Great to have you on our program today, President Homer.
Thank you, sir.
Tell us, exactly what do you do for a living?
So I am the college's interim president. I manage all of the capital projects around the campus, the finances, budgeting, driving the institution with the strategic plan, oversight of programming with my team. So I get to do a lot of those things. I also teach still, so I'm the lead faculty for the psychology program at the college. So I'm teaching 2 classes this semester, so that's the best part of the job.
When did you start as interim, and what was your role prior to?
Yeah, so I started as interim in 3 weeks ago, actually. Late January. It feels like 30 years. But late January, and I was the vice president of student success prior. I've been at the college almost 11 years already, believe it or not, in a variety of roles. So I know the college from the ground up, and it's a wonderful place.
Where were you prior to the college?
So I was actually in graduate school. This was my first full-time job, actually, getting out. So I have my master's was in clinical psychology from Marywood University, and then I went on to get my PhD, as you know, my doctorate. And so right after my clinical psychology degree, I got turned down of lifting refrigerators at Lowe's. And because I was overqualified, so I came to the college for statistics, and that's really my background is statistics and clinical psychology and social computational human behavior. And so yeah.
Very interesting. Off topic, does your psychology degree help you deal with the people you have to deal with on a daily basis?
It does. So psychology is, psychology is one of those things where, everything's not clinical, right? And everything we do, and you as town manager know as well, everything we do, we're only as strong as the folks around us and the people around us, and meshing our different personality traits together to make the most comprehensive team as possible. And so it's been actually fantastic in doing that, and having a psychology background, we've actually been able to interweave theory throughout the campus regarding, meeting students' basic needs, regarding clubs and connections, and so that's been so helpful.
If you could go back in time and give advice to the younger version of yourself, what advice would you give and why?
Younger version, I'd have to say I kind of let go a little bit. One of the things, and I tell all my students this, so a little shout out to my students. I tell all my students this, that life is so hard, and we make it harder on ourselves. We essentially, as humans, right? We're humans. We're social creatures. We're our worst critics, right? The things we feel that we mess up on, most folks don't necessarily know. So we are so hard on ourselves. And for a while, I was hard on myself, right? After my master's program and getting into this, I was kind of imposter syndrome going on a little bit. And but when I was able to just let go and go with the flow and be myself and just take advantage of every opportunity, life has a way of just kind of guiding us, right? And so when I was able to let go, that's when the best things happened. So to my students and to my younger self, I'd say just sometimes let go. It'll be okay.
What do you consider to be your greatest life or career achievement?
Oh, my life or career achievements. Let's see. Besides my beautiful wife and kids, right? I gotta make that shout out. It's my daughter's 6th birthday today. Shout out to Liliana. Those are my greatest life achievements. Was my family. I'm very family oriented, as you know. Greatest career achievement. The first class when I started teaching, the first class of students I had walking across the stage of graduation. I know people say, it's a tearjerker. It really is. These students come to us at 17, 18, 19, sometimes 80 years old, right? And they come and they're not sure on a direction, and we're just trying to help them and guide them and just figure it out. And when they walk across stage and they're so confident, where they're kind of not on the edge, they're like, I'm not college. I was told I wasn't college material, and I've struggled, and just seeing them like now they're totally different people, right? And so that transformation's amazing.
If I could give you a do-over, what's the one project, life decision, or choice you made that you would do over, and why?
So here's a psychology answer to that. So I'll spin it back. I actually wouldn't do anything over. Even if I could, we're all essentially outcomes of our different variables and things like that in life that have happened to us. And if you change one little thing, I'm not who I am today, you're not who you are today. Maybe, I wouldn't have came to Sussex at all if, I got a flat tire that day. Right. So I'm a big, everything happens for a reason, and we just got to deal with the cards we're dealt, and, and that's always turned out well for me.
What was the most challenging experience you went through in your life, and how did you persevere?
Challenging experience was kind of a personal one, but kind of important. So I'm also the dive captain for the fire department. So I volunteer. We do a lot of body recoveries on the Delaware, and I've been doing that for 18 years. And we, whenever we have a teen, or a child or something like that, and the first one really, it gets you. But then, able to kind of compartmentalize and, working through in clinical psychology and those different things and talking to people, mental health, the stigma that surrounds it. Hopefully, as a society, we're starting to wane on that. But like a situation like that, could be a career ender for people, when they have to do those types of things. And so it was very difficult. But just working through it. When I was young, I was in my early 20s, and just being able to work through it, was able to help me. So.
All right, let's talk organization. What's a typical day like for you as interim president?
So we don't have a typical day. It's like town manager, I'm sure.
That is good.
So we don't have a typical day, and that's one of the best parts about the job, right? Is that you never know what you're walking into, and we have it's the whole pivot or perish thing, right? And we have to pivot, right? We have to innovate. We have to constantly change. When we don't adapt to the situation around us, things go downhill, right? And so I don't have a typical day, but lots of good things for the most part. Some other bad things, but we make the best of all of it. The college is doing fantastic. I couldn't be prouder.
All right, let's talk about your customers, all shapes and sizes and ages. Who do you serve?
Yeah, so we serve everyone. So we're an open access. Community college. So open access community college. We serve students, as young as 15 years old. With Ty Lewis, who aced all the tests and graduated with 3 degrees from us by the time he was 20 years old. And he's out of private school in Colorado, all the way up to Bernie, who graduated last year in '93. And all different walks of life, 14 different countries, 10 different states, every single every single township in Sussex County represented, every single high school represented. So we serve everyone, 3,000 students, like you said, and all different walks of life, which makes the classroom experience and teaching so much better. The conversations when you're talking about like even just the basic concept of nature nurture, and everybody has a different perception on that. And so just the melting pot we really have in the classroom because of that is just fantastic.
All right, let's put your Nostradamus hat on.
Here we go.
Where do you see things going in higher ed? It seems to be evolving as we speak. So where do things go the next 3 to 5 years?
So my Nostradamus hat, I must say that two things are definitely going to happen. Higher education has to continue to remain relevant to the job market. We're very fortunate. We have a number of technical occupations that supports our workforce in the county and economic development, and students able to see a tie to a job right away is helpful. We're going to see more reliance of the community colleges in the tech industry, because by the time things are changing so rapidly, by the time a student starts a 4-year degree in 4 years, the technology is so different, right? So what you started learning is different, and the community colleges were uniquely positioned to be able to pivot, right? It's that whole pivot or perish. We're also going to see more mergers and closures, right? The landscape of higher education is mergers, closures right now. Sussex, we're diversifying our academic programs. We're doing new, creative, innovative things to bring in more students. We already get 23% of all students who graduate in the county. 23% is pretty remarkable out of every high school. So we're ecstatic. We're well positioned to kind of see through this.
Why is it so important that the college be a good partner and give back to the community?
Partnerships everything, right? Even this morning, just this morning, probably about an hour ago, we had a student partner with Family Promise for sustainable housing. So, we work with PSS, we work with the town of Newton, as you know. I mean, we're wide open for partnerships. When I was meeting, I gave a great presentation to the chamber on our direction moving forward at the chamber breakfast, and I must have been there maybe an hour after, just answering more questions and more partnership ideas. And it's just so great to be received by the community so well, and just for everybody, we're always open. Anything you write down on a cocktail napkin, let's work it out and see if we can make something work. Sure.
Are there colleges or universities outside of our area that you follow, admire? Who inspires you?
So I don't have a specific college, but I like different pieces of different colleges, if that makes sense. So Sussex is so unique, right? And I think us owning that uniqueness of where we are located, we're the tri-state here, we're an hour and a half out of New York City, 2 hours to Philadelphia, 5 hours, this is the best place in the world, right? So I grew up in Matamoros my whole life, right across the border. I'm the mayor of Matamoros, Pennsylvania, and I've stayed there, raising a family 500 yards from where I grew up, because our region is the best region in the world to me. It really is, and it's just one of the things that I love about this place and what we do. That I think if we just own ourselves and what we do, and we work with the town, and we work with the county, and we work with our local regional pieces, we can pick different things from different colleges but make it our own. So
all right, let's do some fun questions, which you did not review before you came.
I did not read, so
that was a mistake.
Thank you.
It's only you and I. Are you applying for the full role as president of the college?
I'm planning on it.
Will you use this reel and submit it? I think you should.
I will probably not. But.
Okay, well, there you go. I think you're doing well. So I would submit it. Then they see what you really think outside of the interview process. Okay. If aliens landed in front of you, and we know they're real, and in exchange for anything you desired, offered you any position on their planet, what would you want and why?
Did you write these?
Yes.
Okay.
Any position.
Any position on their planet?
On their planet. Sure. What would you want to be?
What would I want to be? Well, I mean, you don't even know the makeup of their planet. You don't know the structure, right? So, I mean...
Weren't you the guy that just said about letting go? Now you let go.
So, wherever they would like to put me, I would love to be there.
No. Not a good answer. I have all afternoon. I think I have till 6 o'clock till the county chamber event. What would you like to do? Come on. Would you stay in education? Would you be a farmer? Would you have a coffee shop? Like mechanic? You want to fix UFOs?
Yeah. I mean, I like a lot of different things.
Okay.
Right? Like I love having a diversity of things. I love the position I'm in. I love the flexibility of partnering with folks. I love being in the education sector. I really love the healthcare sector as well too. Any sort of community service, any sort of role in that regard.
That's fair.
So,
number 2. If you had to be shipwrecked on an island, but all your human needs were taken care of, what 2 items would you want to have with you and why?
So, I don't like sand. It's a texture thing, so I need a hammock. That's easy.
Okay.
Right? I need a hammock. And, let me go with I'm going to go with a pop-up tent that way. So we were enjoying the island with all of our basic needs being met.
Okay. That's the first time we ever had a pop-up tent. Okay. What is your favorite place to grab a bite to eat or relax in Newton?
So my favorite all-time place in downtown Newton is my Arbor restaurant, or our Arbor restaurant. The students do such a fantastic job down there. I'm sure everybody here has gone there. Lunch and dinner open for reservations, and just the bakery open on Friday mornings. It's fantastic, and the student again, it's transformational for the students. And I was at Perona Farms the other day, and one of our students was there, and so it's just nice to see that kind of go full circle.
That's good. When you're not at work, what hobbies or activities do you enjoy to unwind?
To unwind. So I brought it up a little bit earlier. One of my favorite things is scuba diving in the world. I love scuba diving, especially the Delaware River. It's down to 111 feet up by us in Narrowsburg. And when you're underwater, there's no distractions, right? There's no technology. There's not even other people most of the time. It's just you and it's just you and you're floating. It's an awesome experience, and so that's one of my favorite things. Other than just spending time with my family, youth coaching and those different things as well.
You probably wish you had read these before you came. Number 5. Do you have any hidden talents or skills that might surprise our audience?
Oh, okay. See, I'm going to nail this one actually, because one of our students in the school newspaper just asked me that.
Interesting.
So I don't know where you got these questions from.
I should interview them. Okay.
Yeah,
so go ahead. What's the talent?
So I can walk on stilts. Pretty good on stilts.
Wow.
I'm a self-proclaimed champion rock skipper. So growing up on the Delaware River, so
like a certain distance, or like is that what you're measuring?
Probably a distance. Yeah, number of skips is always a classic. So those are two pretty hidden talents.
We should put them on stilts for Newton Day. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Or you should go to your interview in stilts.
That's wonderful.
That would capture their attention. Is there a favorite movie, series, or television program you enjoy that is set in a college or education setting?
I mean, going back to Animal House, right? It's
a
classic. Animal House is a classic.
I was going like Dead Poets Society, maybe.
Oh, were you? Yeah. You gotta go with the flow. So I mean, old school's a good one too. Animal House, but any of those are it's neat. It's from a different era of college, right? Yeah, so.
Number 7, is there something on your bucket list you're still hoping to check off?
Yes, probably skydiving. I would love to get that done. We went to go skydiving. I actually got a surprise trip for my wife and myself to go skydiving, and that didn't happen. So she didn't want to do it, and some different things, some things she was reading. So we're going to redo it, hopefully in the next few years.
Okay, that's cool. Are you a dog or a cat person?
Oh, I'm a dog person.
Why?
We've always had dogs. I have 2 German Shepherds. I have a little German Shepherd puppy who's about 12 weeks old who loves my shoes. And so we've always been dog people. So.
That's fair. Favorite cartoon?
remember a lot.
No.
I mean, back in the day, I mean, Rugrats is a good one. Yeah, yes, I knew that was coming. I was trying to think of other cartoons.
That's all right.
Rugrats is a good one you grew up with.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
Simpsons you can't go wrong with. You know.
Favorite food?
Favorite food? Ooh. I mean, I'm actually like anything smoked, like a brisket, anything. You know, we try to smoke the. You know, we make beef jerky, venison jerky, and things like that. So we do a lot of smoking ourselves. So yeah.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
It's on TV. You're flipping challenge. You're like, I gotta stop, even though you've seen it 20 times. One of those.
Yeah, there's a few, right? But like classic, Remember the Titans, right? Because I was a football player in college and things like that. So Remember the Titans was good. You cannot skip Major League. Yep.
Good. Fine.
And finally, The Guardian, Kevin Costner about diving and rescue. So
Favorite superhero?
favorite superhero, probably for lack of creativity, Superman.
Movie in July. Favorite sports team?
Favorite sports team? Oh, I don't know if I want to say this. Yeah.
It's gonna be the Devils.
No, so I'm a Cowboys fan, and I know I just said it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
No, so I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm a Red Sox fan. Yeah, no, it's a tough error.
Favorite musical band or act?
Favorite musical band? I'm a country fan. I like country. My wife's a rocker, so we're kind of different.
Yeah.
But we see a lot of concerts. Zach Brown, you can't go wrong.
Mhm.
We take the kids up to Bethel Woods all the time and see shows up there and let them run through the field. So.
Cool. All right, last question. Tell us what you love about the town of Newton.
What I love about the town, there's a lot of things I really do love about the town of Newton. I love just walking down Spring Street, just taking a walk around. I mean, the parks are amazing. You know, my kids love coming down to the parks and things like that. They'll walk through Newton. My wife's shopping when I'm working still, and we'll meet up after. We'll stop at the Farmer's Starter. So we'll do a lot of great things in the town. And you know, Newton reminds me so much of the town I grew up in, Matamoras. You know, it's a tight-knit, everybody knows everybody, you know, and there's just so many things that you can do without having to drive, you know, 30 miles to visit this store or that store. Everything's right here. And, you know, the sidewalks that connect to the college now makes our lives that much better. You know, students are coming downtown all the time, and, you know, we're walking down and we'll walk back up. So it's just a really neat area.
All right, thank you, Dr. Homer, for being a good sport and legendary guest on Tom Talk Live. That's a wrap. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram for further updates on Town of Newton events, happenings, and more. See you soon. Russo out.